Hi everyone, it's Matthew and I'm back with another video of Euro Truck Simulator. So today we're just doing the short job from, I really cannot pronounce that, Auxerre? No, that's not how you say it, to Lyon, France. It's just this short job with some carpets, and we're doing it in this Scania T, which is a mod which you can get from the SCS forum. I'll try and put a link to it down below, but don't know if I'll be able to. Yeah, this is let me just hook up and I'll talk about what I want to talk about this video.
Like I've mentioned here so many times, that's easy to undo. All you have to do is ask him, what on this ticket do you constantly
Right, so now we've got the trailer hooked up. Let me talk about it. So this is the Scania T Mod. It's the latest version. I got the massive 10 by 6 or 10 by 4 chassis, whatever it's called, on it, and you can get this from the SCS forum. I think it's in the mod section of the SCS forum, possibly. Can't remember 100%. But anyway, so I've tried to. This video, I would probably done recording this video by now if I hadn't had problems with my sound. When I started the PC this morning, the sound wasn't working properly, so there was no sound output, and there wasn't any for about 15 minutes or so, and then somehow I got output. So I'm recording it now, and I'm only doing this short job. It's a tiny bit restricted on time, but it'll be alright. Anyway, I'm now recording this on 2 monitors. So basically I got one monitor which I have the game on, and I have the second monitor which I have OBS on, and the radio player. And that basically means I can see that the mic is working, I can see what FPS I'm averaging, and my bitrate, and whatever, and the game volume, if that's alright or not. So yeah, it's very good having 2 displays, and had to go through a little bit of trouble to set it up. I thought I needed a splitter to get it to work, but no, I didn't. I just needed a second input on the graphics card, which I did have, and basically the main one I'm looking at the moment is connected by a DVI, and the other one is connected HDMI to DVI. Both 1080p, and they look brilliant. They just do, and it's so nice. And the thing is, now I can't go back to single displays because it's so immersive, having 2 displays, and small monitors or single monitors now just seem obsolete. They just seem so hard to work with after getting used to 2. At least I can actually see what my FPS is, and it goes between 23 to 26. If I'm lucky, it might go up to 30. Yeah, it's never perfect, but it's a lot better when I watch it back than actually watching it, actually live. So yeah. When I think as I get out of the town area, the FPS will go up a bit.
Thursday or something, and I went to go get the disposition, and the lady behind the counter was making a big deal about it. She didn't want to give it to me.
Let me say a little bit about my videos in the next couple of weeks. So about the next 3 or 4 weeks, about the next 3 weeks, there'll be 1 video per week, and then I got a couple of weeks off at the end of this month. So I'll try and get a couple more recorded in that time. If I'm lucky, I might get several recorded in that time and have 2 videos per week for a bit, but there's no guarantees, and it may not happen like that. But as I say, we'll see what happens, and if it happens that way, then good. If you don't, then I have to work something else out.
their little notes of what took place from day one. And you know, when it first started as a mystery.
Yeah. I'll tell you something, if my videos, if they recorded at 720, which is why I record them at, if they recorded at 720 at 30 frames, stable, they'd look fine. But because they only record between like 24 or 30 frames or something like that, it doesn't register them as dropped frames necessarily. They only register them as drop frames if it goes down to like 0 frames. Then well, it's just depends really. I mean, mostly recording depends on the physical power of your PC, and to be fair, if this graphics card had more VRAM, it'd be able to sort of keep it a more stable FPS and you know, help with it. Oh dear. But I do hope you're enjoying the videos as they come. You know, if there's anything you would like me to do, any reason, like talk about anything particular, then just put it down below. Don't be afraid to. I'm open to talk about whatever, really. And but don't necessarily ask me to talk about things like superheroes and whatever, because I know about them, but they're not all the films and whatever that you could go on talking about for ages. I can't, because I haven't necessarily watched them. So if someone educates me on them, then yeah, I'll be fine. But just anything really. If I know what it is, I could probably go on about it for quite a while. But the one thing, and this is something I am going to tell you right at the moment. One thing I have never said in the time I've done YouTube is, how did I get into it? Well, how did I get into the whole gaming thing in the start, in the first place? I think it all started with the G27. It started back a while ago, back probably about 2011, maybe 2010, and I always saw people play this game, like it was German Truck Simulator or something like that. It always looked quite cool. And eventually I got a gaming machine, which is the one I have now. And it was the first one. It's the first one I had, so it's not perfect, but I can't imagine anyone who has got into gaming machines has got a perfect one on the first time. So yeah, I had a steering wheel eventually, some Ferrari steering wheel, and then eventually I driving Porsche GT, and then October 2013 got me this G27, and that's actually the year I started doing YouTube, and the month, late 2013, I started uploading some videos, and at the time it was just a bit of fun, and since then for about 9 months of time, so possibly done it a bit more seriously. So if you was going to say how long I've done this as sort of a dedication of whatever, about 9 months ish. So in streaming, that's about the same amount of time, about 9-10 months. But yeah, I tried to more sort of consistently do it, but it hasn't really worked. So if you was going to say to me, how long have you streamed consistently for? It wouldn't be. It would only be for a couple of months. It's also been on and off streams. There's no necessarily stream that you can guarantee from me that will be, you know, perfect timing or whatever. It's not like I can stream 3 times a week, every week. No, it's not like that. And I'm sure if I could, oh, my view count would be a lot better, and I'd get a lot more followers, and you know, it would be a lot better for me. The one thing I won't do, of course, and no one can do, is play music on my videos, because I would have to because I'd get a copyright strike, and you know, the video would be muted. But also, buying copyright from someone to get a permission is really hard. It just is so. Don't get me wrong, if I could, I definitely would feel like doing it.
Government indicted and Phil on the No State Project chat is asking, is there a court ruling that indictments aren't evidence? I know I said the government indicted.
But I will say that my driving is slightly worse with this second monitor. It's trying to sort of look between both of them at the same time, or just trying to look at one and then try to look at the other. Basically, if I keep my eye on the first one, I lose track on the second one. So I'm trying to switch over a little bit, but try and concentrate enough and only look at that other monitor when I'm on the straight bit. Because of course I have to look, I have to look right to look at it. So to turn my head about 45. Well, I have to turn it enough that my eyes aren't focused on the game. So
where's the evidence proving jurisdiction? Do you have the ticket? Are you saying the ticket itself is the evidence?
yeah, as I say, most videos except 20 or 30 look fine, but 1080 at 60 does look beautiful. I will admit that, and I wish I could, but sadly I don't have the physical power at the moment to do so. In the future, you never know, I might do. I can honestly imagine what the quality of my videos would be if, when I end up getting a new machine, it would be probably no end better, because, you know, it would be, firstly it would be a stable 30 FPS, I might be able to increase the bitrate a tiny bit, and maybe increase the quality to 1080, and that would make it no end better, definitely.
Them for a copy of the policy. You have an email address, they'll mail it.
So this is going to be quite a short video, as I say, but you know, it's a video, so, and it's a short one as well, so you know, it might be more interesting to watch than one of these long videos which I've produced before. You know, and it's been a while since I've actually drove a proper Scania like this. Eventually I'll go back to the car that I have, but for now I'll be using this truck because I actually it's probably one of my favourite European trucks in the game. And I think my favourite American truck would probably be a Kenworth CC925 from 1959 or something like that. Because of the age and whatever, and it's just, you know, beautiful. But the Peterbilt and the Max, they're nice. But as I've told you before in my videos, buses are a big part of my transport love, as well as cars and all sorts of things like that. You know, if I felt like if I had enough talking about what cars I like and why, well, I could probably go on about it for hours. Quite literally hours. And that is why I say, if you want me to talk about anything particular that I know about or you can educate me on, then yeah, sure, I'll talk about it.
You know, they would be more likely to send a decent attorney, not Galvin.
Right, either that or settle, because it'll cost them more to us to fight that than it would to pay that decent attorney.
Yeah. I
mean, it would cost more to fight with the decent attorney than it would be to pay me. But I do have one more question that I'd like to get back to also. The speeding ticket that I had that went on since November or October of 13, where the judge just said that she heard me say guilty at one point in the conversation, and she said, I'll just take that, and grabbed the gavel and said, see you later. I'd like to bring that back, because the officer, I looked through all the records.
Well, this Scania actually does have several interiors you can choose from. There's the basic, there's the exclusive one, there's the streamlined one, and then there's this kind of Dracula one with black and red, and you can choose the standard steering wheel, or you can choose this even bigger classic sort of steering wheel. And I picked that because I just liked the look of it, and I like it generally. I feel like I'm actually, you know, driving something proper. So it doesn't exactly fit with the black. It would probably fit more likely with the exclusive interior, because that's more sort of brown and whatever. The exclusive I did like for a while, until the streamlined interior come out. Yeah, I still like it.
Anyone else mention that? I'm guessing you can't avoid the judgment for lack of evidence-proven jurisdiction if it was fraud. I mean, obviously.
I will admit that the game, obviously, as you add more mods, it gets a bit more intensive. So if you had a game like I have a profile which doesn't have a lot on it, then it's probably quite lag free, I'd imagine.
Not just pronounced by the judge.
Well, when they drop these things, what they call civil infractions here in this area, they think that you don't have any right to any kind in a civil. I brought it up. She says you're confused.
Yeah, it's entirely dependent on the FPS really on what a game FPS is at, kinda. So what you're seeing is pretty much what I'm seeing, only a tiny bit smoother maybe, without some stuttering. But, you know, at the end of the day, about as good as I can get, and I say, the more power you'd be better, and you'd probably run a recording that was perfectly smooth and be fine with it. As I say, if this PC was upgradable, if it came with good upgrades, I would probably upgrade this graphics card very long while back with something like AMD. At the time it would probably been an AMD 7970 or 7870 or 7850 or something like that. And if it was now, I could upgrade it. I'd probably upgrade something like a 750 Ti, 770 or R9 270 or 280 possibly. Sadly I can't, so just kind of patience will pay off eventually. Nice if I could record on a friend's PC and just borrow that for a periods of time and play on that and record on that. But I'll tell you what the one big hassle is going to be when I end up getting a new machine is transferring all the data from this machine over to the old one, because before we just used a memory stick because you only had a couple of gig on the old machine transferred to this machine. But this time it seems to have some like, well, on my external drive that doesn't matter because I can just unplug it from this machine, plug it into the new one. But with the other drives, they got until about
okay, there are court cases, and I've had them tell me point blank it covers the judge, so you can call
half a terabyte of stuff on it, possibly. No, maybe 400 gig, 400 gig, maybe something like that. I don't exactly know. Yeah, something like 400 gig, maybe close to half a terabyte. And if anyone knows, how do you transfer that over onto a new machine from one old hard drive to the other? Is it just by doing a couple of gigs at a time with a memory stick? Because if it was, that would just take absolutely ages. Seriously, how would you do that? I'd love to know.
Resides in the city, and the city uses them as their city attorney.
Excellent.
Yeah, so they may be able to say, well, hey.
Well, that's it for this video today. So I hope you enjoyed it. Do make sure to, comment, like, and subscribe. It does all well. So for now, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.